Okay, so this is part 2 to my I hate my natural hair. Because the first one was extremely janky since my dog was barking at the very end and the lighting was terrible. Turns out that the lighting and quality was terrible because my phone case was so cracked that it had lifted from the phone and it was making everything blurry. So I thought that everything was wrong with my phone when it really wasn't. But anyway, so I have been having the worst time with my natural hair. It hasn't been doing anything that I would like for it to do, and for the longest I didn't know why. I mean, I did know why because I've been doing my hair for 7 years, but I was just ignoring it because it was easier to ignore it than to try and change anything about it. Like I said in my previous video, I was just doing my hair way too much because I wanted to try all the cool styles I've been seeing on Instagram and YouTube. And the fact of the matter is that there is no reason for anyone to change their hair that many times. And then to have it not even be successful is the worst part. So you're ripping out rubber bands and you're taking down twists and braids, and that was my number 1 problem. My number 2 problem was that I was keeping split ends that really needed to go. Like I said before, my hair is bleached on the very end, so about 2-3 inches. It used to be about 5 inches, but I had to keep cutting it off because I had over processed the ends because my hair is very resistant to any kind of chemicals, which is why when I was a child I had to have the extra strength relaxers. But so I had been cutting off my hair and I got it to the point where most of the double processed hair had been cut off, but my ends were still very rough. So I had thought that the problem could be fixed if I just colored my hair. I've always wanted rose gold hair, but my hair isn't light enough because it's a level 6, like I was saying in my other video. And it needs to be a level 10 to even think about it. So I had dyed it multiple times, different colors, different shades of orange and pink, sometimes bordering more on red due to the undertone of my hair. So I decided, forget it, I'm gonna dye it again with the same colors. So it's like a pink. It's called Plum by Iro, but it's basically burgundy on my hair. And I was like, okay, that's gonna fix it. Well, my hair was still unmanageable and rough, and it wouldn't fix it. Well, it wasn't until a couple days ago on Friday, because Friday was my day off and today is Sunday, that I cut my hair. It put it in twists, if you can see that. And I made sure I coiled the ends really good, and I just took my scissors and I chopped like a centimeter or a centimeter and a half off. Very little, like 1/4 of an inch, right? But I'm sure that once I take my hair out and wash it again, it's gonna be so much better because it was tangling all the time. Like when I wash my hair and I'm taking my tangle teaser and running it through it, it wouldn't be extremely hard because one time I needed to cut 2-3 inches off my hair because I had such single strand knots. But this time it wasn't like that, so it seems as though my hair is healthy, but really it was damaged at the very ends and I just couldn't see it because the rest of it was fine. So now that that has happened, I am doing so much better. I am still with Curlbox, and I will not get rid of Curlbox because they've finally stepped their game up and been having products that are better. This box was the, what month was it? September box. And the September box had Afro Sheen in it, which I've never even tried Afro Sheen because I never heard of it until they rebranded or something. And then before that, they had Dr. Miracles because Dr. Miracles was like, we are going to get back in the scene and come out with a new range, which I like Dr. Miracles. Back in the day, I used to use them all the time for their deep conditioner and their oil that came in an orange glass bottle. And then the month before that was, what was it? ORS, one of their Miracle Repair lines, and that was good. So they've been doing well, and I've been using all their products. Oh, and another thing, so the number 3 thing that I've been doing wrong is using too many products. Because I'm part of Curlbox, I've been using multiple products every week, multiple days, trying mixes. Gel is one of those things that is really my downfall because my hair is so coarse and it's so high density and there's so many multiple curl patterns in it that it cannot find its way to each other and slick down like people who have slicker hair. So I've been doing that and using a bunch of gel, and that dries my hair out and that breaks it off because I'm taking my hair out dry from the style because it didn't work and it doesn't look good. So I had to get rid of the gels. I got rid of 2 gels that were extremely drying. The first one was the Main Choice Amazon gel. It was sticky like the Cheers Gelato and the Tropical Moringa line, which is what really helps my hair stick together. But it was just so drying because that line is full of protein, I think. I know the mask is, and I didn't like the mask. It made my hair very straw-like. So I got rid of that, and then I had gotten Dr. Miracles gel in the last box, and that was doing well. It's like what I would assume a wet line is like, just regular gel, clear with kind of bubbles in it. And it did fine, you know, it did fine my hair, and I liked it. But one time I had used a whole bunch of it because I was trying to do like a braided puff, and it was just too much. So I decided I'm not even gonna bother keeping it, I'm gonna throw it away. So I did. So right now the only gel that I have is the Main Choice, the pink line. It's their custard. And most people don't like the custard, and I don't like the custard. The only reason I kept it was because I still have like the majority of the container left, and there's got to be some way to use it. So that's the thing about the gel. So I guess we'll go to number 4 because number 3 was about gel. Number 4 was that I wasn't using the right leave-in conditioner. I have tried so many products, but my problem is that I will find a product that is so good. It is doing everything my hair needs, my hair is behaving, it's manageable, but then I decide I'm not gonna purchase it again even though I'm out because I have other things to try. Makes sense, but that's not good either. So my favorite leave-in is the Camille Rose Honey Leave-In Collection. So it looks just like honey, and it mixes well with every single product I have ever tried with it. Every cream, every gel, because it melts just like honey. So there's no way it can ball up like other lotion-like leave-ins do. I just repurchased it because I had realized that was my issue. and I mixed that with the Dr. Miracles cream, and I put a little bit of the custard on it, and my hair has been amazing. It's in these twists, and there is no flaking, there is no cast, there is no nothing. I am very impressed. Number 5 thing that I've done wrong has to do with protective styling. I have never really liked my hair because it's never been long enough and it's never been sleek enough like other people I see. So I've been wearing wigs ever since I went natural, and then after that I do box braids, crochet braids, and ponytails. But I had stopped doing all those about a month ago because I had had my hair in box braids for a month, and then before that I had my hair in for almost 2 months because we were moving and there was no way I was going to take my hair out while we were moving, and all my products were already boxed up. So I'd stopped doing that. Well, since last week and the week before that and maybe the week before that, I have been doing wigs, and I like them, but the problem is that right now they're too hot, so I can't wear them, which is why I had avoided doing wigs for so long, because I didn't want to melt, but I don't want to spend the $13 it takes to buy the hair and spend the 2-3 days to do box braids. I want to actually learn to do my hair. I always feel as though I'm an expert at my hair. I've been doing it for 7 years and I should know how to do it. But if I knew how to do it, it would get past armpit length and it would have already been waist length by now. 7 years. But this is why I am starting new. I have cut my ends. I am only using certain products. And as far as styles go, I want to save the money because I want to spend it on clothes, and braid my hair up, blow it out, braid it up, and put a ponytail or something on it, so I don't have to style it all the time and rip it up. I've always done my hair and it's had breakage, and it's not even like breakage you can't see because it's coming out as shed hair. It's the breakage when I'm standing at the bathroom and I finish doing my hair and there's a bunch of little curls all over the floor. For some reason I had completely ignored that for the past 2 months, but now I've seen it and I've decided to change it, and I think the last time I did my hair I had hardly any. Mind you, it had been only a few days since I had last styled it, but I think that's progress. So we will see if I can get to bra strap length by the end of the year. Last year, I had the goal of getting to bra strap length by the end of that year, and obviously that did not happen. That's why this year is a new start for that. In fact, I also measured my hair not too long ago because I had thought I was doing everything right. I was doing so well. So I usually, no, one of the other times I had measured my hair, it was around 13 inches, but now it has regressed closer to like 10, 12 inches, and I was just really upset because it feels like I'm doing so much work and I'm not getting any of the benefits. I sit here and spend hours watching natural hair and I have such envy because my hair just will not do what theirs is doing, but it's because I'm doing too much. People are always like, oh, I grew my hair so long because I simplified tried everything. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I need to do all these crazy things. Like, I can't just, you know, do one style and live my life. But really, I need to pick a style for a week, make sure it's well done, moisturize it, deep condition, and be done. So like the number 6 thing, I think we're on number 6, is that I was not deep conditioning. People always say, oh, you really need to deep condition, it will be the game changer. Well, for the longest time, I was like, who needs a deep condition? I had tried deep conditioning in the past, and I did it, you know, whenever I felt like it, and I was like, you know what, my hair is still, it's still growing, it's still doing well. What do I need deep conditioners for? So I wasn't deep conditioning. And now that I have been consistently deep conditioning for maybe a month, it has made a difference. It's just I have to find the right deep conditioners because they're all not made the same. But I don't like to buy them because they're usually more expensive, because my favorite brand is the Mane Choice, and their deep conditioners can run up to $20. But in the end, I guess they're worth it. But that's another thing that really derailed my hair, other than having the envy. So now we are going to start fresh. I want to record my journey. I used to be really concerned about my hair journey. I'd blow my hair out, I would do length checks, I would take pictures. But I think I had always realized that my hair wasn't getting any longer, getting any, I don't want to say thicker, because my hair is thick. It was just not as full of body or life like I would want, or like even was in the past. So we're gonna try that. I've been using oil. I've always used oil on my scalp. It's nothing that I've ever shied away from because my scalp is extremely dry. In this curl box, they have the Afro Sheen line has a curl butter, and it comes in like a really small container, like an edge control, like that height, but it's essentially grease. I think Design Essentials, no, not Design Essentials, Eden Body Works, no, Eden, whatever the Eden line is, in their coconut, hibiscus, papaya, something line, they come out with essentially a grease, and so does those people that make the lemongrass leave-in. And I really like those because they coat the hair and the scalp better, so it can't get as dry as it would with a regular oil. So I'm going to start using that. I'm going to implement all these things that I have been discussing, and we will see how it goes. So stay tuned, and thank you.